In the wild, animals largely survive on their strength. Fierce attacks take place frequently. Let Swag Wild Animal Life show you the countdown. Epic moments, wildlife attacks caught on camera. Filmed in Kruger National Park, a herd of lions has taken down a kudu antelope. They try to tear the flesh of their prey. Despite being pinned to the ground, the kudu still struggles for his life. The struggle is unfortunately in vain though. It could not escape the lion's control. An unlucky lion was stomped on by a kudu, sending it flying away in pain. But in the end, the prey could not defeat the lions. They tore apart the flesh of the prey and had a delicious meal right there. Sometimes in the wild, certain animals meet other animals they rarely see in their life, and conflicts arise. Have you ever seen bees attack pythons? A python was incubating its eggs when bees that had lost their hive chose a place where the python was incubating its eggs to make a new hive. The python had been incubating its eggs for nearly 2 months, so when the bees decided to move in, it couldn't leave the nest because its eggs could hatch any day. Instead, it had to stay there and fight to protect its eggs. But the honeybees thought that any sudden movement from the python would be an attack on them, so the bees attacked the python and swarmed all over it. What happens when aggressive predators confront each other? A scene in the desert, a honey badger is trying to climb up to a monitor lizard's place on a tree. After a while of trying, both fell to the ground. These two predators are both feared by venomous snakes and many other predators. However, the cunning honey badger caught the monitor lizard from behind. It bites into the head of the prey and chews it to death. Eventually it returns with its prey to its den in triumph. Footage shot in Kusini, Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. The leopard spotted the baby and climbed down the tree. It creeped closer and closer and watched for about 5 minutes. It was very confused with both the presence and behaviour of the baby wildebeest. Inevitably, the leopard brought down the baby wildebeest, choked it to death, and then dragged it into a nearby bush under an acacia tree where her 3-month-old cub was resting. While on safari in South Luangwa National Park, a herd of puku are running away from a pack of wild dogs. The wild dogs caught and then killed one in the distance, but then decided to kill another. A very gruesome sighting. Mother Nature can be very cruel. The poor puku did suffer as it was being attacked by only 2 dogs, and it was a slow, painful death. After a while, it collapsed to the ground and the wild dogs began to devour it madly. In the Kubu Dam in the Pilanesberg National Park, a jackal lying flat on the ground in front. In the blink of an eye, the jackal began running towards the marabou and went flat out to grab it around the neck. It then pulled the marabou from the dam and dragged it to shore. The jackal toyed around with the marabou and seemed to be super chuffed with himself as his tail was wagging side to side like an excited domestic dog. The marabou, after a while of resistance, became weak and collapsed. On the savannah in the Masai Mara, 2 cheetahs are chasing a herd of topi. The topi ran in fear. They ran and tried to escape up the steppe. but running away from the cheetah's speed is extremely difficult. The cheetah quickly captured the prey, and the attack lasted for several minutes. The slim cheetah's body, struggling against the toppie's horns, looks very dangerous. Both of them struggled, but finally, the toppie fell down. A mother juka and her child are crossing the river. The baby juka went first, which attracted a large crocodile. The crocodile rushed towards the baby juka, who was trying its best to swim across the river. Realizing that her calf is in danger, the mother juka rushes to her calf and then blocks the crocodile to give it time to swim to shore. And just like that, the mother juka was bitten by the crocodile and then drowned in the water. The baby juka swam ashore and turned to look at its dead mother, trembling with fear. The mother sacrificed her life so that her baby could live. In Kruger National Park, a lioness is trying to attack a calf. Although lions are fearsome predators, for her calf's safety, the mother buffalo will use all her strength to protect her calf from the 3 hungry lionesses. Whenever the lionesses rush towards the mother buffalo, she will risk her life to knock them up with her horns. The 2 lionesses attack the mother buffalo and separate the mother and the buffalo calf from each other. The lion then attacks the calf. The calf dies in the end, but the mother manages to run back to the herd. In Ola Motorogi Conservancy, Masai Mara, Kenya, the lioness trails the giraffe and her calf. After walking for 6 kilometers, the giraffe and her baby reach a dead end caused by a riverbed. The mother tried to protect her calf from the lioness and panicked, accidentally bumping her newborn calf down a cliff. The calf was now stuck in the riverbed, and the mother went near the riverbed to try to coax the young calf out, but it was too weak to climb the bank. The calf lay down at this point, and it stood no chance against the apex predator, who took the opportunity to grab the calf and carry it towards the water. The mother did her best to protect her newborn calf and chased the lioness away multiple times. The baby giraffe thought it was 100% dead, but it got up and was safe at the bottom of the river. Unfortunately, in the end, it drowned from exhaustion. In a scene at Kruger National Park, jackals try to attack a young wildebeest. In the process of chasing 2 stray dogs, the mother wildebeest accidentally steps on her baby. The newborn baby was so weak that it couldn't stand up after its mother stampeded on top of it, and it fell again. The 2 jackals then took turns attacking the antelope. It was in so much pain that it couldn't stand. Its abdomen was badly injured. Seeing her child being attacked, the mother antelope tried to attack the jackals, but because it had to turn around so many times, it mistook her child for a jackal. The mother antelope threw her calf into the air. When it realized this, the baby was too weak and lay on the ground. In the end, the mother buffalo successfully chased the 2 jackals away and licked the baby's wounds. In Kruger National Park again, a leopard is trying to attack a honey badger cub without its mother. An inexperienced honey badger was bitten on the neck by the leopard, and it held it tightly. Fortunately, the mother badger appeared in time to jump in and separate the leopard from its baby. Not stopping there, the angry honey badger chased the attacking leopard. After chasing the leopard away, it quickly returned to check on its baby's safety. A small but brave mother. Right outside the Mani Glacier Hotel in Glacier National Park, a moose gave birth to 2 calves. Immediately, a grizzly bear began stalking them day and night. The moose can be seen trying to get in front of its babies to protect them. The 2 young have to swim down the riverside to hide behind their mother. Seeing the grizzly bear approaching, the moose immediately rushed to attack. Realizing there was no hope and no chance of getting past the mother, the grizzly bear left. A scene in Kruger National Park, where a lioness is fighting with a pack of about 20 wild dogs protecting her cubs. The hungry wild dogs constantly attack the lion mother and cubs. But the strength of the lion is something other enemies cannot underestimate. Faced with the danger to her cubs, the lioness fights fiercely with the wild dogs. But the wild dogs are professional, cold-blooded predators. When many dogs gather together, they fiercely confront larger lions. After a while of fighting hard, the lioness successfully chased away the wild dogs. The cub is safe. In Kruger National Park, a hungry leopard defies the danger in the swamp in the search of food. The dry season has come, and the swamp has become dry. This is an opportunity for them to catch fish. What is dangerous is not only the substance of the swamp at any time, but a nearby hippo dipping in the mud. Annoyed at being disturbed, the hippopotamus growled, got up, and started to attack the leopard. Fortunately, the leopard caught it in time and quickly left. Because it was so hungry, the leopard still tries to return to the swamp in search of food. In the dark though, luck was on its side and it caught a fish for dinner. In Kruger National Park, an amazing video of a buffalo that had lost all of its strength trying to get out of this mud pool. While lying there, a wandering hyena walks past and sees an opportunity. After thinking for a while, the hyena still chose to take the risk and eat the dead buffalo in the swamp. While this is a free meal for the hyena, the swamp is a dangerous place. Once trapped, it is very difficult to get out. The view of a buffalo lying, waiting to die, stuck in the mud is a lesson to scare the hyena. This footage was filmed at the Mala Mala Game Reserve in South Africa. A hippo has witnessed a pack of wild dogs attacking a young antelope. With an instinct that hates disturbance and is peculiar on its territory, the hippo rushes to chase away the wild dogs, creating an opportunity for the antelope to hide. But the wild dogs refuse to give up and continue to find ways to attack the antelope in the mud. The angry hippo immediately bit the poor antelope to death. Then he threw it ashore for the wild dogs to tear apart. A river enters the dry season to reveal puddles of stagnant water, forming small swamps. A hungry hyena approaches the mud pools in search of food. The withdrawal of water in rivers loses valuable habitat for aquatic animals. The big fish struggle to survive in the shallow water. That is attracting the hyena's attention. It quickly approaches and begins to try to catch the fish stuck in the small puddle. With its sharp teeth, the hyena manages to bite and snatch the fish out of the mud and then enjoys its meal. Shot at Klein's camp in the Serengeti, this video was shot in mid-October. Lions are stalking a herd of wildebeest. They have cornered the wildebeest into a mud pit. With no way back, the wildebeest rushes forward towards the attacking lions with its horns. But running away took a lot of energy within a few seconds. The lions snarl and bite the wildebeest in its neck until it dies, before pulling it ashore. This meal took place next to a large mud pit by the two male lions. In a dry swamp in Africa, a large school of catfish are squirming in the mud as the water begins to dry up. This is a harsh time and feeding has become very difficult. A leopard and its two cubs are also struggling to find food to survive. It's not easy to have a meal ready right in front of you, and the leopard sees the opportunity to show off their fishing skills. Despite the catfish being very difficult to catch, its smooth outer layer as slippery as a layer of soap, along with its strong, constant movement to escape the attacker, the leopard still managed to easily control the prey after only a few seconds of trying. This situation shows us that the leopard is not only a good predator on land, it can also catch fish in the water very well. The mud around African rivers can be very dangerous and can trap unexpected victims. This is what happens in the South Luangwa National Park when a Cape buffalo came to drink water and got stuck just when two male lions came by. They have found a delicious meal stuck in the mud. They are quite hesitant in attacking the motionless prey though. However, the temptation of hunger has forced them to go into the mud to hunt. A moment after the first one enters, the second one comes, but he hesitated for a long time before joining. The other lion tried unsuccessfully to tear the buffalo meat, and when it got too exhausted, it got stuck in the mud with the buffalo. At the Serengeti, a herd of hungry lions roams in search of food. They roam the savannah and spotted a herd of zebras. The chase starts. The zebras are aggressive herbivores with a running speed of 43.5 miles per hour. Even so, before the lion's claws, it is still difficult for them to escape. The lion's attack caused the zebras to panic, and many of them strayed from the herd. That makes them easier for the lions to hunt. A zebra is hit and is quickly defeated by the lions. A delicious zebra meat feast takes place on the spot. A rare shot of two lions stalking and aiming for a cheetah. The cheetah seems to have suffered an injury before, making it slow when running. The lion quickly pounces on the cheetah and bit into its skull hard. The cheetah tries to find a way out of the lion's control, but that's hard for a cheetah injured and against a powerful predator like a male lion. The two lions quickly kill the cheetah, and then tore apart the carcass and ate it. Still on the African grasslands, a place for wild animals to survive. A food source is always something that predators like lions are in need of. Lions need a large amount of meat daily. A hungry lion attacked a group of baboons to satisfy his hunger. In an instant, a baboon was killed. The lioness took her prey back to her pride in fear of the baboons. The lions begin to share their prey. Life is so short. In the green grasslands of the Serengeti National Park, a lioness is stalking something. It turns out it was targeting a topi. The alertness of the topi gave the lion an easy chance to attack. After the lioness' precise pounce, it has the support of its pride. They team up to control their prey and then kill it. The camera was turned off before the worst happened, but I'm sure we all know what happened next. On a large dry grassland, a wildebeest has strayed from the herd and was captured by two male lions. The two lions worked well together. One male lion bites the neck of the prey, causing the prey to suffocate it, while the other holds it tight behind. The other wildebeest turn around, but they can only watch in fear from a distance. After a long struggle, the two lions had a hearty meal. In Kruger National Park, a lion roams the road. All of a sudden, it sped up and forward. There was a kudu crossing the road. The lion rushes to grab its prey from behind. The attack turns into a tug of war with the two animals. The lion tries to bite the leg of its prey, and then it collapses in pain. A sweet ending for the lions with the big prey. On the grasslands of the Norongo Crater, a pair of patrolling lions stumble across a lone buffalo. The male lion rushes to bite its back, and then the neck of the prey, before pulling it down. Moments later, a herd of buffalo appeared, but quickly left. According to the cameraman, the buffaloes left to chase away hyenas that were encroaching on their territory. Male lions are not usually in charge of hunting, but their power is extremely strong. You see, this male lion alone killed this great big wild buffalo. In Sabi Sands, incredible footage of a leopard grabbing hold of a warthog and trying to pin it to the ground. The leopard jumped on top of the warthog, catching a ride mid-air, and tripped the warthog with pure weight and surprise. The leopard wrestled to keep hold of the warthog as they were both almost the same size. The leopard managed to maneuver the warthog belly up and get a proper grip. But a hyena appeared from the thickets and ran towards the sound of the squealing warthog. The leopard got distracted by the approaching hyena, took his eyes off the warthog and loosened its grip to launch an intimidating snarl at the hyena. The warthog made good use of this opportunity. It got to its feet quickly, launched a tusk thrust at the leopard and ran for its life. In the Kalahari Trevo, guests saw this heartbreaking scene of wild dogs with a warthog, their third warthog hunt of the day. The warthog approached the lake to drink water. Unfortunately, it was met with wild dogs that were waiting there. It quickly turned around and ran away while the wild dogs pursued. Not long after that, the warthog was recaptured. It tries to calm down, then attacks the wild dogs that try to get too close to it. After fierce resistance from the warthog, the wild dogs gave up on the idea for the bacon. The cameraman didn't capture the escape on video, but the warthog did get away from these dogs despite all odds. Two daring warthogs dramatically avoid becoming a lion pride's dinner by sneaking past the predators as their backs were turned. The hilarious video shows the hungry lions desperately digging to reach the warthogs, who had sought refuge in a burrow. After 4 hours of back-breaking work, the lions take a break, resting from the searing African heat. But as the lion standing guard at the burrow entrance turns to look away, the warthog makes a break for it. It rams the nearby lion before hurtling past the unsuspecting sleeping lions to safety. A scene taken at dawn. A warthog is surrounded by hyenas. The hyenas tried to watch and put the warthog into a passive position. But this warthog is extremely ferocious. It continuously rushed forward to attack the hyenas, causing the hyenas to shyly retreat. All morning, the hyenas could not take down the warthog. Finally, the warthog escaped, much to the regret of the hyenas.
Going up to it and sniffing it.
In the Masai Mara National Park in Kenya, a young male cheetah tries his hand at hunting warthog, only to have the warthog turn it around and chase him. Two cheetahs are stalking warthogs on the savannah, perhaps too familiar with this prey. As soon as the warthog approached the hyena, it rushed towards the warthog. Surprisingly, the warthog was not afraid but attacked back, causing the cheetah to run away. A leopard leaps into the air as it attempts to hunt a warthog in the Kruger National Park, South Africa. The leopard was caught off guard by the feisty warthog and leapt into the air after the warthog attempted to gouge at the leopard. The leopard's sudden attack caused the warthog to turn around in surprise. This means if the leopard pounces on the warthog's tusks, it will pierce it. Sensing danger, the leopard quickly jumped to the side, and a warthog took the opportunity to escape. This final scene captures two cheetahs resting by a tree. Suddenly, a warthog passed by and rushes towards them to attack, causing both of them to run away. Two other warthogs also joined in the fun. Although the warthog is prey to the cheetah, its sudden attack can leave the cheetah injured and in danger. You see, there's no such thing as free and easy bait. Predators love to feast on warthog, but they also don't dare to risk their lives, because the warthog is a fierce and extremely strong prey. Thanks for watching the video till the end. Let me know which moment you are impressed with, though I know it's hard to choose, right? Subscribe to the channel to receive notifications of more wildlife videos. See you again!